And I'd like to say it's fantastic to share Parliament grounds with Mr. Peters again, as I did 2 years ago, round about this time 2 years ago. So we're very grateful for you making time to come down. So I would like to just hand over a letter which documents the reasons for our concerns and our view that we really need to pause the vaccine rollout, if not halt it completely, immediately, pending what will be a full and wide-ranging inquiry. And we're extremely grateful that this is going to happen. So I'd like to hand over that, and you're very welcome if you'd like to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Matt. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologise for not being able to stay long, but it's the nature of things. We had a program to be here at 1:30, and then we were told not to, and we've switched things around. Unfortunately, we've got diplomatic arrangements that I just can't put off because they're offshore in terms of these conversations. Can I just say, we were here, you're right, 2 years ago, because we were a country where the people of this had been told that what you're hearing from this place is irrefutable truth, and that anyone who was challenged that was somehow disloyal, unpatriotic, a deceiver and a liar. And the tragedy of that was so many went along with it, including those who were in this parliament, where 120 people signed a pact not to talk to people who have the right to do something that's been here since 1854, the right to say we disagree. Now, it doesn't matter whether we agree or not. We're arguing from this parliament, uniquely in the first time in my experience, and I think the whole history of this parliament, that they were not going to be talked to. Now, that was shattering, I suppose, and I'm glad, Matt, you remembered, because the attack that night when I did come was to say that somehow I was a traitor to come and talk to you people. And then I got designated a terrorist by the Speaker. No. That means that I couldn't even stood for Parliament if I tried. He designated me as a terrorist, and the media did not think that was adverse at all. And make no bones about it. We took him all the way to the court and had it knocked over. But that's what you have to do as a member of Parliament, or previous member of Parliament, begin to tell you what was going wrong with the rest of society if that could happen. And thank God we won. And guess what? Happened? They sent him off to be our ambassador to Ireland. This is absolute contempt for the ordinary people of this country. So, look, I don't know what's in here, but we'll read it and we'll make sure it's taken and given to the rest of Parliament. But I want to say this. In the last campaign, I made a speech in Whangarei promising that we're going to get rid of that inquiry that had deficient terms of reference, and therefore deficient representation by means of the inquirers themselves, because if the terms of reference were deficient, and any capable and competent person would have said, I'm not going to sit on that inquiry. And that's why we ruled them out as well. And what I promised in Whangarei, we will deliver on. Now, on the other... Now, I heard what you said, Sunshine. I hit the road on the way. I went to the campaign and promised you I'd do exactly what I'm going to do. Nothing short. The therapeutic products bill is on its way now, and we've changed that. That's a 25-year battle, and we've got it back to state. And we're going to do what we promised in Whangarei. All right? Now, but we'll listen to better advice, because I'm certain Matt is telling me something that I've been studying in other jurisdictions, including the UK, on the question of whether or not there are things happening that need to be addressed right here, right now, hitherto unaddressed by this Parliament. Can't make you any promises, but and my colleagues will look at it with a totally open mind, not compromised by a position we previously took. I was there believing in the vaccine, believing in the way of the path in 2020, until later in the piece in 2020 I started hearing statements that deeply alarmed me, such as, this has this outcome, and we know without any difficulty exactly in a scientific, medical way what the outcomes will be. That's when I became alarmed as a lawyer, because you know how bad we can be. But you got to keep an open mind. That's how the advance of society has always been. And they were shutting things down. So look, I've got to get going. Thank you again. We'll see what we can do. Please don't say you haven't done this and therefore you've broken your word. No, sunshine, I won't break my word, I'll keep it, right? And when the campaign was all over, guess what? We were hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars short. Where were you when I needed you? No, the boat doesn't cut it, mate. No, still, there's too many people there, long on the lip and short on the hip. I got it. It's a promise you can help me now. Okay, thank you very much.
5 minutes.